right. Libra or Libra cross-watcher. This Three of Wands keeps wanting to come out. Strength, King of Swords, Ace of Cups, the Knight of Wands, and the Queen of Cups. Well, strength can be a lot of things here. This could be someone who has a great, like they have a wild side to themselves, but they're trying to control that side. I think you've trained somebody how to treat you. Unless it's reversed. Yeah. They have this side where they want to just ravage you, honey. Vice versa. But they're not. They want to, though. May even be somebody here who feels like they need to be soft, gentle. That'll win you over, win something here with you more than being like aggressive, you know? Because if she just spanked, if she just spanked that lion, it was like, sit! You know, it might bite her. But here she's kind of like, come here, buddy. Come here, buddy. Come here. It's a good boy. That's a good boy. And he's like, you know, over there panting and drooling on himself. But I feel like it's more of a them thing. Like someone is... I feel like it's them. Like they're trying to control their wild side. And it's tough. Wild side for what? Could also be somebody who's trying to keep their emotions in check, especially with that Ace of Cups here. What is this taming, this controlling this wild urge or side of themselves? Some of you, that this is also relevant, what I'm about to say, you catch more flies with honey than you do vinegar. Oh. There could also be somebody here who's resisting something they know they shouldn't do or something they know they shouldn't. They're trying to resist their feelings. But, well, they're still there. Maybe resist an urge. Somebody feels like they have to resist an urge or their feelings. What are their feelings? We get that you're resisting them. What are the feelings? What is the urge? Maybe it's to like, ha! Oh, that's Pandora's box right there. The urge is to click on your shit. The urge is to ask about you. The urge is to fish for information. This is someone who finds information. They're resisting the urge to look. It's like, I'm not going to look. I'm not going to look. I'm not. But they do anyway because they can't help it because they're emotionally like feeling some type of way. This is someone who's trying to resist like looking you up. Someone who's trying to resist clicking on the videos. Someone who's trying to resist driving past your house or talking to you at work. They may try to avoid you or something. They're controlling an urge. They're resisting this side of them that really just wants to do it, to look, to say something. If you're in a relationship, you have somebody here who's trying to control and resist an urge to dig deeper or find out some information that's kind of made them go. It's not about you. Like, let's say they think somebody is like wanting you. They are trying to control themselves, but they really want to like do a little digging on someone else who they may feel like is trying to, what is it called? Like impede on their territory. Like, you're mine. Like, there could be a conflict here, and this is someone who's trying to find another way around it than how they would usually handle a situation. There's a watchful energy here, a lurking energy, a spying energy. And someone's going to come up with some sort of creative solution. Think outside of the box instead of handling something the way that maybe their old self would. But it all comes because they have this wild side of them. What is the wild side? I don't know. Maybe it's to like pop off or like bite. They're observing in order to gain some sort of information rather than just flipping out or going off. I don't feel like it's you, though. I feel like it's because they care or because they love you they're doing this. They're just really, I don't know. I think they love you. Let's read further. So we have the King of Swords here. This is someone, I don't know. I almost get like somebody's trying to trust you, trying to, or not worry, not freak out. Or it doesn't have to do with trying to trust you. Some of you it absolutely does. Others of you, it's not really that. It's just, I don't know. Why is this King of Swords here? Ace of Swords, they're looking for truth. Somebody's looking for the truth. Maybe they want to know who you're involved with or what this person wants with you or what you and someone are saying. It almost feels like someone who's going to like open a person's phone or look through their comments or look through the replies, or somebody's looking for something, like maybe looking to see if you've been deceptive, like if you've been playing around, especially if you're like a Libra male. You could have someone who, especially if you're in a relationship, or someone's going to get on an account, or they're going to look at something, whether they look at your computer, your phone, or if you don't do it like that, they're going to get on someone else's page, and they're looking through that person's pictures to see if you've liked it or said anything, or if there's any inclination that maybe something's going on. I don't know. Somebody could be suspicious here that maybe you're being like something's going on. And I don't know. I said they love you, but this feels a little like, I don't know what this is. Like, or it's somebody who's curious about you. Unless you're the one here and it's reversed and you're curious about someone and you're doing some looking and some watching and some lurking. Maybe somebody's lurking. Somebody's trying to get the truth. Or some sort of, I don't know, what is someone looking for? If you have gotten a little antsy with somebody here and, you know, or you do in the future if this hasn't happened yet, and maybe you say something or you take some sort of action or you do something, it could just kind of maybe blurt it out. I don't know. This person may be like, I feel like you're fishing. I feel like you don't trust me. Something like, what? Or this is happening on the outside of you and you're not involved in this, but some way you're the one someone's curious about. Well, the Ace of Swords. Somebody wants to see, they want the truth. They want to see something as it truly is. They want to make sure they're not being lied to or deceived in any way. It's someone who's like making sure someone like, I want to know. Somebody here is being watched by another, 100%. I can tell you right now, 100%. But this could be simple because we have a page here. This could be like, you know, the dad is watching the daughter or the granddaughter or the son or the grandson on like GPS, or looking at the mileage in their car or something like that. And is like, I see you went down this road, or I see you did this. And it's like, it's not necessarily because I'm trying to find out the truth. I'm just curious. I like to know where you're at all times. I like to know what you're doing. But it could also be in an unhealthy way in some situations where it's like, I want to make sure someone's behaving, my partner, my love interest. Somebody's very watchful in this message, like watching. Definitely keeping a close eye. Trying to just make sure somebody's being a good girl or a good boy. Or that other people are being, like, not, I don't know. Just like to get the information. Knowledge is power would be this person's motto, or yours. They say knowledge is power, but also ignorance is bliss. Both is true. Knowledge is power, 100%, but also, you know, if you walk up on a murder and you see it happen, then you might end up being a target next. So sometimes you would hope that you didn't see that and you had no knowledge of it. Because now that you do, they're after you. You know, so sometimes knowledge is not power, honey. Both is true. Someone's going looking for something. They're looking. They're looking through everything. They're looking in your eyes, or you are, you know, however this goes. They're looking on the GPS. They're looking on the phone. They're looking on the computer. They're asking. They're fishing. They're definitely fishing. Could be around other people, you know, this and that. Looking at other people's pages, reading the comments, looking at the likes, the hearts, looking at the replies, looking at the messages, even eavesdropping, like listening. If it's in person, I'm listening. I'm listening to the conversation. I'm just listening. Very watchful here, huh? In order to gain information. What is the person's point in gaining this information? If they even have information to gain. What is the actual point, though, when it comes between you and them? Four of Wands. Well, because there's some fear here, or just they just worry. Well, the same thing. Now, somebody could be watching you because they fear that someone they're married to, living with, or just like someone in their family is communicating with you, and they just want to make sure they're not. They want to make sure they're not. Either you're being watched by someone's person, or someone in their family, someone's friend, or you're doing the watching, the looking, the gathering of information, just seeing, take a little look-see, or someone's doing that to you that has feelings for you, either because they don't trust you or because they love you and they don't trust other people. The main idea of this message is looking for information. Looking. There's something here about I just like to know, I just want to know, or I just want to look, I just want to check, I just want to see. Have a look-see. Maybe someone's wanting to make sure somebody's going where they're actually saying they're going, or they're talking to who they're actually saying they're talking to, or they're being loyal or faithful, or that they're not being messed with. It could be just because someone's really protective here, because that lion could speak to being protective. Someone's lurking. We have a lurker here, but I don't know why. I'm on the edge. I'm on the edge with you. I'm on the edge because I can't tell why. Is it innocent? Is it just I am looking out for you? I'm just, maybe I'm looking out for myself. Or, is someone, like, what, in what way? Because you can watch in a lot of ways. That's what we're doing right here. We're basically spying. We're basically lurking ourselves using tarot. But lurking could also be, like, straight up cameras, GPS tracking. What? Can you spit it out? Spit it out. Yeah, I'm a little crazy. It's fine. I'm a lot of crazy. I'm not a little crazy. Oh, yeah, stress. Stress, fatigue, illness, anxiety, worry. It's because deep down someone is they're just always worried. They're always stressed. It could straight up just be someone who's constantly checking on their child and their whereabouts and who they're talking to and what they're doing and what they're getting involved in. Are they where they say they are going to be? Because I love them. I care. Because we have the Queen of Cups and the Ace of Cups. I love them and I care. Okay, this could also be, like, let's say you're in a relationship or we have a friend or family member here, but I'm trying to keep this around romantic love. We're in a relationship and let's say someone's pregnant or something, or there's like a fear of that maybe. I don't know. But let's say someone is, just as an example, it doesn't have to be anybody's message. The partner may be like, oh my God, you started bleeding. And it's like, yeah, I'm spotting a little. And so the partner, because maybe it's like the first child or something, the partner's online looking up stuff like, what does this mean if you are bleeding and you're this many weeks pregnant? Or what does this mean? I want to know what this means. Someone's looking up information maybe on Google or online or on something like WebMD to see, because of concern, out of care, because they're worried about their family member, they're worried about their partner, they're worried about the person they love, something like that. It could also be that. So just, let's expand our mind here. Oh, look at the little gerbil. This is mice, though. Little mice. Meese. Meese, meese. 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 There could actually be, like, straight up, you guys are going to see a mouse. Maybe more than one. But I think you'll at least see one, or there's something to do with something as small as a mouse, tiny as a mouse. Look, mice also can mean other things, though. I know the card says anxiety, stress, and see, I'm hitting the nail on the head here. Hold on. Mouse, spiritual meaning. Can mean a lot of things.
Spiritually, a mouse symbolizes humility, resourcefulness, and paying attention to details. It encourages you to notice the small things, trust your instincts, and find solutions in unexpected places. It also represents hidden potential and community.
Someone's looking for hidden dangers and hidden potential, whether it threatens our relationship, whether it's like something I need to be concerned about somebody I really like, someone I'm wanting to be in a relationship with, someone I'm wanting to talk to or am already talking to. Maybe I'm looking to make sure they're not talking to anyone else or still talking to anyone else or still married or still involved. Maybe I'm making sure they're being honest with me. The thing that stands out to me here is the mouse representing noticing the small, important things in life and to trust our instincts. The power of the unseen. Somebody doesn't want to be in the dark. They want to be in the know. In this situation, someone's like, knowledge is power here. And it's important for me to pay attention to detail. And so I'm going to do my own research and I'm going to make sure. I'm going to make doubly sure. Someone's definitely paying attention to every little detail about everything you're doing, or they're paying attention to detail about something. Either you are, this person is, or someone on the outside is paying attention to every little detail about you. Words come to me like snooping, investigating, digging, fishing, lurking. I'm also hearing lurch, peeking, perusing, curiosity, gathering, note-taking, Why is the Ace of Cups here? Because something is telling someone to do it. I don't know. I'm just going to throw it out there. For some of you where this is a family situation, there may be a point where you feel the need to rush and be at someone's side or their aid because someone could be like ill or bedridden, or I don't know, something's going on with somebody, and or has been, and maybe you want to make sure that everything's just kosher, everything's going okay. Maybe you like go to their house, or you show up at the house, or you come back to the house, or I don't know, and you want to just take a look and make sure. Maybe something to do with, I don't know. But even this is relevant here. If this is where someone that you love and you care about, you find out they're talking to someone or they're involved with a person, you may fish for information from this individual. Like, do they have a car? Do they have what are their goals and dreams? Do they have they have a stable job, or what are they looking for? Like, how serious are you guys? Like, what do you mean? It's like I'm just getting information because I just want to know because I love you. But I want to stick to romantic here. How do you feel about this person? If this is someone doing this with you, like, they could even have neighbors looking. Like, if someone's not home, if you're in a relationship and the trust has been broken, or someone just has a hard time trusting, they could have neighbors or even family or other people they know that are like family that drive by and make sure that no one else is there when they're not there, or like drive by your work or something. Someone's definitely being watched in this message. Well, oops, wrong pile. I have to pee. Oh shit, look at the time. Gotta go to work. Not now, but soon. Why is the Three of Wands here? Chariot in reverse. No, I kind of feel like someone's watching your every move or your whereabouts, whatever you're doing, and they're watching other people as well around you. They're just some way, just to see, like, what you got going on, where you at, what you doing now. Maybe to see if you're involved with somebody or who you're talking to now, if you're in a relationship. I don't know. Some of you, this is somebody who's never let you go. I don't want to get into that. But it can be, unless it's reversed, it can be a person who they haven't let you go. Because the Chariot in reverse can be like needing to go with the flow, but not going with the flow. And the flow would be, hey, you know, maybe it's like over. And someone's still like, because there's still feelings here or whatever. Also, whether new or whatever, anything here, there's a huge underlying red flag of, or just like caution, not a red flag, just caution of please don't rush into anything here. Don't rush into moving in together. Don't rush into like going over there, them coming over there, sleeping together, getting in a relationship, marriage. Don't rush into it. Like, don't be influenced or pushed to do something. Or feel like you have to. Guilt tripped in some way. Or made to feel ashamed or bad or sad or something like. You know, some of you may also need to set boundaries with somebody. Maybe they cross some boundaries and it's a little bit too much, like breathing down your neck, micromanaging you, or watching your every move. It's like, what are you, paparazzi? Like, unless you are, but I should get paid like you're the paparazzi. Don't. It can't be that. Like, I don't need you to like do that. I don't know. I feel like if somebody's watching you because they're connected to someone else and they're just seeing, like, is this person talking to you, or however this goes, or someone you're with is watching someone that they're afraid that maybe you may be connecting with or connecting with again, there just needs to be clear boundaries set here. Like, okay, that's enough. I get you're just trying to watch your own back, make sure you're not being deceived, but like, also, why are you so paranoid? Because sometimes, not always, but sometimes when people do that, what's happening in here? Why are we so paranoid? Or why are we so watchful? In some, it's just completely innocent. It's just because we care. I don't know. I don't know what this is. Somebody's being lurked on. In every way. I'd like to say it's somebody being, like, doing their due diligence, but... Lovers in reverse. Someone could just be trying to make sure that somebody isn't going to someone else. You know, something like that with that Lovers in reverse and that Six of Swords, with that Three of Wands, or going back to someone. Okay, let's say where this could be positive is like if you start talking to somebody, I wouldn't rush into anything because maybe they're having problems right now, but are they actually not with that person, or is it like a temporary thing? They're arguing, they're separated, or is it actually over? Like all the way, like legally? Because, you know, if we save ourselves the trouble in the beginning, we find out the information up front, we won't have to do all this research. So that's what I'm getting. I'm going to leave it here. Watching. Well, I'll throw this out there. All right, side note. Someone here, whether you or another, in a complete other way this could go, is somebody could be like checking up on a person that maybe they haven't seen in a while. Maybe it's been a good... Maybe there's even like a distance between you and this individual. And it could be a significant difference. I want to say 45 minutes to an hour to like 5 hours or more. There's like a window, right? And traffic definitely depends on traffic or weather and holidays or something like that. I don't know. There's a distance. There's also been like time and space between you and this person. You or them could be like just seeing what the person's up to now, checking on their shit, going through their comments, going through their pictures, going through something, you know, maybe seeing if the person still has the same phone number, or, you know, just seeing what's up, seeing what's going on, looking because maybe we have feelings. I guess if that's the case here and that resonates for anybody, the question would be for someone to sit with themselves who's doing the lurking and the looking. Are we doing this? Do we have feelings for this person that we're like checking up on and wondering how they're doing right now? Like, why are they popping in our head and why are we curious so much about what they're doing? Is it because we're just kind of bored? Or is it something more? This can't even be where the shoe's on the other foot now in some situations with that Wheel of Fortune here, where like, you know, the person who didn't like interest or fight as hard or fight at all or whatever is now the one doing the looking, is now like, hey, I wonder what so-and-so is up to. Of course, they're doing it like, kind of like cleverly. I'm also hearing Beverly. Beverly Hills, that's where I wanna be. But yeah, on the other foot now. It could be like, well, we missed an opportunity back then, but I wonder what so-and-so is up to. Wonder what they're up to, wonder what they're doing. I cannot hold these fucking cards. They keep falling out. Page of Wands. Maybe I want to like say something, reach out, see what's up. Share some sort of news. Or see what they have to say. Maybe get together in some way. For some of you, somebody could also be asking around or just, I don't know, getting their information at work. That's not for everybody. That's for a small group of you, but that came through as well. All right, I'm going to go. I gotta go to work. Thank you guys for being here with me, and I'll talk to you later. Bye.